Adding to the Christmas haul stuff. Okay, right, let's get on with it. First one is going to be Human Alliance Sideswipe. Initial thoughts about the figure. Kibble-tastic underneath. However, no visible head. We'll let do with that. The legs fold up in almost identical ways to the normal deluxe figure, so that's cool. The blades aren't on the side down here, which is much better. Early points about the figure, and I'm just picking you up now so we can have a quick look around. The paint job on this thing is just superb. I mean, just superb. Oh. Really good. And if you do that, you can see the brake drums and the brake discs and everything behind, which is just, so good. Now, initial sort of thoughts about this thing. There's a couple of bits on it that I kind of struggle with, because it's chipping in places underneath. Because you have to really wrestle with this. To get it from robot to car, you've really got to fight with it quite a lot, because a lot of the bits, you have to bend a lot of plastic to get it in there, which isn't, it's not ideal. But I'd say this is more proper collectible as opposed to sort of children's toy. Who am I to talk? I'm not a child, yet I still play with them. Lovely. Right, so, as we all know, scissor doors. And inside, who have we got? Sergeant Epps! Now, first thing I've got to say is... let me pull him out. Right, Sergeant Epps. He's a bit of a funny shape. You've probably all seen Pew's review on this. He's got a gun on his front, look, and got a little backpack and his traditional holes so you can plug him into the seat. But look at the shape of him. He's all legs, but he got no body. He's just a bit of a funny shape. Human Alliance figures, who needs them? It's all about the cards. Inside, let's see if I can do this with a bit of light on the subject. You went for a bit of a fly then. So, there we go. Got a seat in there, steering wheel, all the jazz. It's really nice. Really good. Very pleased. Oh, just such a nice figure. Right, so shall we get on with the brunt of it? Right, I'm going to move the camera up a smidge, because one thing I am going to say with this bad boy is he is not a happy camper when it comes to doing far away video shoot pieces. So I'm going to keep checking back every now and again to make sure everything I'm doing is on camera. The first thing you do, I would also say that when you get this and you pull him out the box, right, a lot of the stuff on this bad boy feels like you're going to break it. It is not happy to come apart the first time you get it. And then once you've done it once or twice, then it's absolutely fine. So, first bit is you put your finger underneath there and pop the whole rear section. And the first bit that you think when you get it and think it's just not working, is you've got to turn this. But it doesn't want to go. And when you get it, and the other thing I'm worried about is when you bring it round here, I'm really worried about scratching one against the other. But these are rubber, well, they're not rubber, they're sort of plastic, these bits here. So you fold them underneath, which then puts you in the right sort of frame to get on with it. So inside you can see Sideswipe's head, you can see the cannon, which I've already think I've lost the missile for, but you know me and missiles, I can't stand the bloody things. You've already got a gun on the back there. So, right, there you go. And as with Bumblebee, you've got to pull these apart and lift them out of the way. Pull that apart and lift that out of the way, which then leaves you free that this entire front section, if you grab the wheels and put your thumb against the bumper, 1, 2, 3, there, see, the whole top half is now separated. Now, okay, wow, that's a good plan. I never thought of doing it like that. Now, the first thing I would say with this the feature of the figure is that this is his back. As enormous and ridiculous as it looks, that is his back. It's absolutely huge. It is kind of a minor drawback. It's not the end of the world, but again, it's not fantastic at the same time. So it sort of, now we're getting into robot kibble, and it's kind of forgivable on some of the others because it tucks up and fits away nicely. But on this one, no. Right, so get the legs. Okay, pull the legs, and we'll do a sliding legs. Yes. By the way, happy birthday, Andy Van Horso. You rule, you rule. So you take the feet part, you move the feet down. Okay. As with the deluxe version, you take those, okay, but then you take this little bit here and split it in half because it's flat on the bottom. All right, do the same there. So that's what he stands on, which makes him a bit more stable than the deluxe. Now you do have to tinker with this a little bit because you've got to turn the wheels until it fits in properly. So we'll do it on the other one. So you put these two together, you've got a little, see that slot? You've got a little slot there, look. So that goes like that, and you've got to fit that into the alloy wheel. Now again, we're coming up to scratchy problems, and I wouldn't want to do this too often because you're going to scuff the paint on the wheels, which I wouldn't be too bad about. Now, you've got freestanding car robot form. So he's fairly stable, look. He's doing it, but he's not amazing. 7 minutes in, let's get on with it. So we've now got a pretty much half set robot. So what you do is you put your thumb on the finger under the wheels, get rid of it from the wheel arch. Now this is the scuffy bits, look, because you can see how close they are. So when you start pulling stuff out, you have to bend the back of the wheel arch to actually lift the parts out. And it's started to chip in places, which I'm not very pleased about. So all you do is similar shoulder joints, is you can see the joint inside there, and all you do is pull, and everything comes into place. So we do that on the other side, look. So you go like that, do that, tuck it out from underneath, okay, and then a bit of violence, and then just pull, and then all the shoulder part comes and finds its own way. These bits actually hold up the back section. So what we're going to do now is lift that top piece up, and again we're now going to adjust the camera because he gets pretty high. I mean, if I come all the way back, look how high he is when I've done that. So he's all stretched out, see? So you're well over a foot tall at this point. So you flip the head up somehow. Oh, there we go. Flip the head up. So you've got SIDESWIPE's head. You take these two pieces which are together and fold them into each other like that, which shrinks up the body. And then this front piece here, you can see you've got the slider there, and you just go eventually, and then push all that together. And then that's pretty much SIDESWIPE. You take the arms, spin them round, which gives them a little bit of shape. Okay, take the arm, move the blades a bit there. So we're pretty much talking Revenge of the Fallen SIDESWIPE. Now at the back, what you do is you fold these up like that. They're the seats. You fold the seats around the other way like that. Now you can sit Sergeant Epps inside that, but I'm not a fan. This bit makes quite a good cannon. I'm not really a fan of the cannons. And if I would say that while I got every intention of collecting all of the HA figures, because Barricade looks just amazing, I'm Bumblebee is still yet to be beaten when he's sat next to this one. So what you do is raise the cannon up there, and on the back section with all the kibble is you take these bits, okay, bugger, and you fold that down there, you fold that down there, you lift that up, and then you take these bits, fold them inside those, clip all of this into here, which kind of holds up the back section. But this guy is a bit of a ladybird, because he carries his shell around on his back, which I'm not too keen about. However, there. Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, Human Alliance, Sideswipe. So just to have a quick close-up look. Say hello. Hello. And there he is. Very detailed head. Just really nice. Really nice. Let me do a quick spin. And that's it. ROTF Sideswipe, Human Alliance. Jolly good.